Welcome back to Harlem to Oz, the place where we put together stories with people from around the world. I'm your host, Lawrence Lowe.
And I'm Jessica Rawchick, and we are joined on the couch by the fantastic, lovely and divine Kimberley Cooper.
Oh, stop it. Keep going.
My new best friend. Keep going, she loves it. So, tell me about your journey here. You were on a show in Australia that's called From Home and Away.
Yeah, Home and Away.
Home and Away.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it is, I think it is now the longest running series since Neighbours has unfortunately gone by the wayside. I was on the show Home and Away for 5 years. Let me tell you, it was the greatest time of my life. Yeah.
So how long has the show been running?
So it would have, I think it started in 1980 or 81.
Okay.
Yeah,
Somewhere around there.
What brought you out here to LA?
So LA wasn't my first stop. My first stop was actually New York. I went the wrong way and came back. I went to New York to do theatre. I then went back home to Australia because we had some family stuff. My wonderful grandfather, he passed, and I went back for a time there. And then when I came back to America, obviously you stop in California first, and I stopped in LA, and that's when Broadway went black for the first time.
On strike?
That was the was it the writer's strike or just a theatre strike? I can't remember exactly. But I ended up staying in LA, and then I went, oh, it's warm here, and stayed. And the industry. I'm here for the industry.
And that was how long ago?
Good. 16, 17 years ago. 17, I think now. Yeah.
So is this home for you?
This is home.
Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. And how often do you go back to New York?
Once a year now, because there is, the film festival South by Southwest, they started doing that in Australia. So we, my husband and I fly back every year now for the film festival. It's our excuse.
Fair enough. So, and you also write?
I do, yes.
What do you write?
Whatever people tell me to at the time. I was working very fortunately with an incredible couple of producers, and then they started an American company, and I wrote on spec a couple of films for them, which we're still shopping around and seeing how things go. Then I have a couple of little passion projects of my own, and also I've done a couple of theatre things as well that I've gotten up and performed.
And mostly here in California?
All here in California.
All here in California.
Yeah.
And when did you think you'd be here? I mean, did you ever think that you would be living your life here in California as an Australian?
Well, honestly, I thought I'd be in New York because I'm a city girl and I enjoy the concrete and the not having to leave your block to get 17 different things that you want in an entire week. I'm a very lazy person. And so I always thought it was going to be New York, but you know what? LA makes you work to stay here, and then somebody told me about this. You will find your LA groove, and when you do, you'll never want to leave. But it takes years. And it did. It took years to find my LA groove, but something kept making me stay.
What was that?
I honestly couldn't tell you what it was. It was just always, I kept on making great friends, or there was another person to meet and create with. It just made me stay.
But any excuse to stay.
Any excuse to stay.
I got that,
Yeah.
So when you say city person, where did you grow up in Australia?
Newtown in Sydney.
Oh, stop, get out.
He loves Newtown.
I'm
So
fourth
you know
generation Newtown.
So you know the Dendy Theater.
Oh my God.
You know Erskine'ville.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I was born in Newtown.
Oh my gosh, you know the Enmore Theater, Enmore Road.
Yep.
My
grandfather went to the Newtown Performing Arts High School before it was a Performing Arts High School. His father played for the rugby team, Newtown Jets, before it got dismantled and then went Balmain Tigers. Like the players either went to Balmain Tigers or they went to St. George. We decided to be a St. George family following.
When I was in Sydney, because obviously, again, I grew up everywhere. So by the time I actually moved back to Sydney when I was 13, after living in Queensland before that, and then, Sydney before that, and then that, but always North Shore. So Lane Cove, Greenwich, up to Linfield, St Ives. My mum's still in St Ives. Yeah, St Ives.
Oh, you could go holidaying in Noosa when you're from St.
Nice.
So would that be past Crow's Nest?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Way past Crow's Nest.
Way past. Yeah. Right up towards, it's like actually if you like keep heading up there, we talked about this before, you could drive towards like the Blue Mountains and things like that as you keep going up there.
And you go up to Palm Beach, which is where Home and Away was
I was
shot.
just
Of
going to
course,
ask you.
yes, that is.
Now, how far is the drive from, let's say, Luna Park to where Home and Away was filmed?
Palm Beach? Ooh,
40 minutes?
easy.
Yeah.
That's a good distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it Waverly or Waverly?
Waverly's right over the other side.
Just over and next to Luna Park, I think.
Oh, that's Waverton.
Okay, see, I get the two mixed up.
You and I have known each other like a long time, and our history goes into like, so I mean, there is a fun story. It's not a fun story, but like Kimmy kind of saved me when I was in a pretty bad way here.
how?
So that's like, she lent me some money. I was in a pretty down and out way. So Kimmy was kind of one of the people that came to my rescue, and I think that was kind of the start of a bond. I remember I was working in a bar. We were working in a bar together.
Yep.
Called Vaucluse,
Yep.
which is
out.
another. Yeah,
In-
yeah,
was
it
it in
was.
Vaucluse?
No, it
it
was
was
in
on
West
Sunset.
Hollywood.
Oh, in the stop. Oh, no.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No, yeah, we were working in the bar, and I was back here still trying
And
to
for
get my
those who
green
don't
card
know
at that point,
Vaucluse,
right? Yep.
Vaucluse is like the Beverly Hills of
Yeah.
Sydney.
Yeah,
But on
yeah.
the beach, on the water.
It was like the Aussie spot, though. We created this Aussie spot out of nowhere, and everyone would go there and hang out. And yeah, and I was, essentially just kind of struggling a little bit. And Kim was like, "What do you need? You need help." And I was like, "No, I'm fine." She's like, "No, you need some help." So she helped me.
And had you known each other prior to that?
My dad.
That's the story I
connection.
thought you were going to tell.
Okay.
I was 17 years old. I kind of enjoyed school. I enjoyed parts of school. I went to a school where you could do drama and dance and art and stuff like that. This was a public school.
Okay.
And we just lent into the arts there a lot, and that's part of the reason that I went there. I went to math class. I got kicked out quite a bit, but that was okay. I would then go to the principal's office, and we would be doing things called the Rock of Stedford, which is a dance competition between all the different schools, and I was the choreographer, and we won best choreography, which meant we won money. So I knew I was going to fail high school, basically. So I knew to go to certain acting schools I didn't need, like full-time, almost tertiary acting schools. I didn't need to have a high school diploma, one of which was with John Orchick.
And you two had known each other
No.
up to that point.
We'd never met. And then it was only when I came to LA at the time, and then I got the job at Vaucluse, that I met Kimmy, and then Kimmy was like, "I know your dad."
That's a small world.
So I went and auditioned for the school, and during that audition, he looked at me and went, "I think that you should audition for this part on Home and Away that I saw on a casting thing. I think you'd be perfect for it. Can I submit you? Is that okay?" And I went, "Yeah." And I got the part. That was Gypsy from
That was
Home and Away.
Gypsy.
And that's when I went and did my 5 years and didn't have to go to tertiary college, fortunately, and started working because of her dad.
That's an incredible story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So we were connected before we were actually connected.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah.
And this was how long ago again?
I started Home and Away in 97. I was
Yeah.
part owner in Vaucluse.
That would have been about 2013.
That sounds right.
2014. And then because at that time too, it was like, I was going to say, like, when you came to like the States, did you find, because I know that you've dabbled in real estate, you've kind of had like a really mixed bag of different things that you've done to kind of survive.
Yep.
Because I think we all come here again, right? We all come here with this intention that we're going to have this, we're going to end up like Chris Hemsworth. We
No.
didn't. So it's just like, tell us more about that experience, like the culture shock and what you did to kind of survive when things weren't well, and what brought you into, like, I guess, the hospitality industry and all of those things.
I love working in the hospitality industry. I absolutely adore it because I find that a bar is your stage, and the people that sit at the bar, they're your audience.
Absolutely.
And if you keep on serving them beers, they're not going anywhere. So you can keep your audience around as long as you want. Will Anderson always had a saying of, there's a slight difference between a comedy show and a
tragedy.
hostage situation. Because I get to hold them for as long as I want. And that's the way I felt about working in a bar. I also really, really love sports. So I worked in sports bars and I got to chat about sports all day. That was one of my favorite things in the world to do. The first culture shock I got, and this is going to age me a lot. Remember when you had to buy minutes?
Oh, on
for
your
your
phone.
cell phone.
Phone, yeah.
Yes.
We never had that. You never had to buy minutes, you just get a bill. And one day my phone ran out of minutes. When I was on the phone with my mother, I was having this moment of really being homesick and really wanting to chat, and my phone just shut off. And I looked over and went, what just happened? They went, you ran out of minutes. I went, but no, what? How do you run out of minutes? And I couldn't understand what was going on. That was my biggest culture shock when I moved here first. And then there was other little things, like when you say thank you to somebody, there's no you're welcome, it's That one I used to hate, now I find endearing. Thanks, okay. Or let me get, rather than may I have or can I have, let me get a. And I went, I found it rude at first, and then I realized it's just the way you say can I. And for some reason, Americans have taken up an Australian thing here to be lazy and just not enunciate every letter in it.
Aluminum.
Yeah.
Aluminum.
Aluminium.
How do you say
Say the U.
aluminum?
Yeah.
And how do you say Hyundai?
Hyundai.
Woo!
Definitely a Y. So listen, on that,
Yeah.
on the why don't we actually play a little game?
Yes, I would like to play a game.
Okay.
Brilliant. All right, let's go. This is called Say It Fast, all right? So now, as we get fed a question by our wonderful production manager, Shayna, over there.
Hey, Shayna.
Hey, Shayna.
Hey, Shayna.
She is going to feed us the question. We have within 10 seconds to get it out, right? Now, if you fumble, someone else can buzz in and steal the point.
Understood.
Okay, so let's go.
Here we go.
Drongo, an idiot. Like that. And boot of a car. That's not a slang word.
No,
Oh, I should have did that. Oh my God, come on.
The boot is the trunk of the car. It's where you actually put things
It's not
into
a
it.
slang.
And then can I hit it now?
Oh, one more slang word.
La, 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 la. You can't.
Far out.
Bogan and good on ya. Bogan is a redneck or a slower person with less intelligence than most. And what did I say the second one was?
Good on you.
Good on ya. It means good on you. I bestow the greatness of love on you.
Well done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
We did.
wow.
10 seconds. So
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
We don't understand 10 seconds.
Pissed.
Isn't that piss, that means like you're angry, not drunk, right?
I knew
And
that.
then
Oh, 10.
can we get half a point when we get like half of
Something.
it right?
No.
Well, no.
No, that's not the rules.
There's no one.
For crying down the sink.
For crying down the sink.
You gotta have
How's
two,
your
right?
father?
How's your father? I can pay.
Fair dinkum, she'll be right.
Kim won that round. She got it within 10
Okay,
seconds.
Kim.
Cool.
Put a shrimp on the barbie.
All right. Oh shit.
You're not allowed to start campaigning for an Australian election unless it's 2 months beforehand.
Wow.
The right to bear arms.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes. 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 Universal healthcare.
I was going to say that too.
Ah!
Yeah.
know? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
That's clever. Which one? Accents, horse riding,
Age.
anything.
Age for sure. Age for sure. Experience. Number of credits on your resume.
Pies.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's it. Meat pies, sausage rolls.
What you got, Jess?
My mom.
Ah.
You went family, I went food.
Wow.
I do miss my mom.
Hey,
I was
Mom.
shocked that there wasn't a...
Flying.
The fear of being on stage.
Oh no.
Tap
Fear
that.
of a buzzer. Not hanging out with Jess enough. Easy point.
Wow, worst is. Oh, I got nothing on that one. We killed
Yeah,
it.
Kim won.
I won.
Our official winner is Kimberley Cooper.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very
Well done,
much.
Kim.
Oh, no, I appreciate it. So I pick up my check when? Because that's
Yes, that's it,
I
that's
won
it.
money. Right?
Well done, Kim. And there you have it, folks. The game. Say it fast.
All right.